Hello and welcome to episode 10 of Innovate and Inspire, where we talk with our leaders about their secrets, stories, and strategies. I, Garima Baid, Engineering Manager at Syngenta Digital. Today, I have a special guest, Jason Krohn, with us. Jason has about 22 years of experience. He has about a little more than 5 years of experience at Syngenta at various roles. And he has been back to Pune after a very long time. Hi, Jason. How are you doing?
Hi, good. Glad to be back.
Yeah, what took you so long?
Well, I had a role change in March to my new role. And so, now I'm taking over data and AI technology in Syngenta, previously working with the ag tech team in digital. And so excited to be back and kind of share about some of the strategy and what we're doing in my new space.
So congratulations on the new role.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Jason has been in our show earlier and he has featured on episode 2. If you have missed that episode, do go back and watch episode 2. So Jason, what would you like to mention about the new platform you're launching with this new role?
Yeah, one of the things I was super excited to launch while we're here in Pune is the foundation of our AI innovation platform. And so this is a platform we're developing to really unlock our teams and give them the ability to innovate. We launched 2 amazing features. One is an AI gateway, where we're able to expose models of observability, all the things the teams need freely, so that they can start to use AI in a more free and innovative way. And the second is a no-code, low-code agent builder. Agents are, it's the hottest thing now. But our teams really need to start to be able to play with these, to connect them with our systems, to experiment and understand and know what works, what doesn't. Where do we have the data ready for things? Where do we not, effectively, right? So we launched both of these Wednesday for everyone to have access to.
Congratulations on that. So Jason, those are a lot of things. But when I talk about the top priorities which will create an impact, what would that be?
For our company or centrally?
So for our company and centrally both.
Our company believes that AI is a technology that will disrupt every industry, including agriculture, right? Now, we don't know what shape that is going to be. And Gen AI is a component of it, but so is data science and machine learning, effectively, right? And so each of our functions have been tasked with how will you embrace AI? How will it fundamentally change your business? And that's what they're working towards this year, is starting to experiment and understand that. Centrally, our focus is on how do we equip our teams to do this? How do we give them access to the best tools? How do we upskill and train them? How do we teach them in the organization how to experiment, how to find value?
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a very good perspective and a vision. But with that, I would also know, with the agriculture as an industry, how do you see AI changing this space over the next 5 years of time?
Yeah. So I think, if you've been with Syngenta just over 5 years, went through a lot of the digital journey with Syngenta and with agriculture. And I think one of the things that we've seen a lot of is really an explosion of data.
Yeah.
Right? There's so many tools, there's so much data being generated, whether it's data generated by the machines, whether it's the availability of data in satellite imagery. And it's a real struggle of what do you do with this data? How do you even begin to sift through this data? How do you know what's important, what's not important? And fundamentally getting to what do you need to do? Because at the end of the day, they don't really care about the data. They don't want to have to look at the data. They want the insights. And more importantly, they want to start to have predictive insights. And to me, this is going to be the big transformation, where right now you look at satellite imagery. You try to determine where is there a problem in your field or what should I do about it effectively, right? I think the shift will be less people looking at things and much more predictive. How do we decide what we do better? How do we execute that better in an automatically optimized way, right? So if you think about machinery going through the field and automatically updating what it's doing based on the ground conditions that it's seeing at the moment. And then also as we go through the season, much better prediction of what's going to happen, right? You have certain products like fungicides. And once a fungus appears, a fungicide is largely no longer effective. And so right now growers have to kind of take a bet. Before the season starts, do they apply a fungicide? If they apply a fungicide and there was no risk, well, sure, their crop is fine, but it might be a waste, right? If they decide not to and then the fungus shows up, there's very little they can do to remediate it. And so, as we get much better disease prediction models, crop prediction models, growth prediction models, as we start to combine that with more of their data, weather data, economic data, the hope would be that the transformation I see coming is there's much more directive action coming from products and systems like ours that guide them what to do to either protect or increase yield.
That's such a nice vision, and I think it's very difficult for people to imagine these ground sciences combining with technology like AI. So that's really beautiful. But I'll just try to pivot our discussion a little bit and come to the people perspective within our organization. So what do you think that building and nurturing data science and AI talent in Syngenta would look like to you?
We've launched some pieces of our AI foundation. Right, we're building out our data mesh, we're building out our data science and ML capabilities within Syngenta. And tools are great, but tools aren't the answer. Until we equip people on how to use those tools to drive impact, you won't get results. And so, internally, we do a lot of development. We just ran a course where kind of teaching a lot of our technical and development teams how to build AI, how to build models, how to do things, right? And this piece of upskilling both of our technical people, but also of our business leaders is critical. As I look at AI, one of the things that I think is super exciting is it opens the possibility for things you couldn't do before. Things that were either impossible or really hard, which means not only from a business leader standpoint, do we need to reimagine things, right? We need to equip our people really well on what technology is out there. How do you use it? What is it good at? What is it not good at? Where should you lean in to be able to ideate and innovate? But also, how do we keep pace? Go back 12 months ago. What you could do with Gen AI was completely different. And it will be different again 12 months from now. And so there's a piece of we need to upskill people to be able to use what they're now, but we also need to continue to support them as the industry evolves so that they can be great partners for the business and help them evolve as well.
Wow. So I think that would be really challenging to lead people to show the impact of AI from where we are to where it can actually, what it can actually do to an agricultural space, right?
Yeah.
So wow, I would wish you best of luck on that one. And what's your vision for Syngenta's AI capability in the next decade?
There comes a point in time in the not too distant future where we don't talk about AI because it's just part of how we work and it's another tool that we have to do the things we want to do, right? And go back 3 years ago. Before this explosion of Gen AI, we were already doing AI and data science and machine learning, right? So it's not new. I think what's new is a lot of the accessibility and a lot with Gen AI is the ability to get high impact with less effort effectively, right? If you go back to machine learning, the amount of effort required to get good outputs is really high. It takes a lot of specialization. And so, I think whether it's 12 months from now, 24 months from now, 36 months from now, there's a point where we stop talking about AI. And it's literally just a part of how we work, whether it's from the business side and users, whether it's as technology builders, it's just something that we do. And it's part of, as we think about any opportunity, always part of our consideration.
Wow, that's amazing, Jason. So I'll just stop here about all the professional questioning and start talking with you in terms of, as a person.
Yeah.
And when we work with technology, it's pretty obvious that we get biased to certain things and we develop likings to certain things. So that's where I'm going to draw you towards a rapid fire round.
Okay.
No thinking, that's the rule. Hit the heart and whatever comes to your head.
Sounds good.
Okay, so my first question, here I go. Which is your preferred AI tool or framework?
Preferred AI tool or framework? I like Gemini.
Wow. I think ChatGPT would be unhappy about it. Okay, AI agent that you would like to develop?
I would love an AI agent that watches my email for me, that tells me, did I miss anything? Did I make a commitment that I haven't responded to? Do I have an upcoming deadline? Really helps me kind of manage my day and the demands. As you can imagine, in my current role, there are a lot of demands, requests for help.
I hope that you make it true for us. Generative AI or predictive AI?
Generative AI is more fun. I think predictive AI has a better future. But generative AI, because the possibilities are endless, right? Almost any day you can think of a new thing. Now, it doesn't always work, but it's a much more fun playground and I think inspiring and engaging tool for people.
Okay, one piece of advice for aspiring AI professionals in agriculture.
I think the hard part is the balance of don't get caught up in the hype, right? How do you start to learn new tools? How do you start to do things, but know the balance? And I think about like vibe coding, for example, right? It's actually really cool for certain things, for rapid prototyping, to enable certain things, but there is a big gap to like production enterprise scale applications. And so really embrace the tools, but know their limits. And as their limits evolve, start to use them more impactfully.
Perfect. If you're not working as Jason Krohn, what do you do?
What do? I love reef tanks. And so I spend a lot of time with like technical automation and programming and kind of artistic curation of my kind of coral reef that I have in my house.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite book or a movie which on the same lines? Do you really like something to watch?
My favorite movie is Elf with Will Ferrell because his engagement with the character, I love it. I love it so much. We watch it every year with my kids at Christmas time. Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. And with that, we come to almost an end. But before that, Jason, would you like to give a message to the Pune Center?
Yeah. What I would say to the Pune Center is they are a critical part and will play a larger and more critical role as we go forward with the AI journey at Syngenta. And so I really encourage people to experiment, to evolve, to go deep, because we're really relying on you to be the enablers of this journey.
Wow. And with that, we come to an end to the podcast. But please like, share and subscribe to Innovate and Inspire to get the updates and hear our leaders. Thank you.